Welcome to La Twins Experience with
Kim
and Donyetta.
Now let's get back on our bullshit.
Okay.
I can't. I'm Kim.
And I'm Donyetta.
And welcome back to another episode of La Twins Experience.
And we still together.
We've been going for a minute, but we back with the jump off.
Like almost 3 months.
It's been 3 months.
Yeah, we did our last episode in February. So about 2.5 for sure.
I can't believe it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
It does for me. Like, I was like, where all my stuff at? Like, I was like, am I doing this
That is true.
right?
I couldn't find nothing. My backdrop stand was in another room. I had to look for that. My microphone was I was a hot mess, y'all. Look, I'm still
looking
in my
at all
skating
these
clothes.
wrinkles in my backdrop. Ooh. I should have pressed that out. I'm gonna press it out next time. So
Man, I ain't got no time to be pressing no backdrop. Y'all, listen, I almost called Donyetta and said, F these backdrops. Let's just do it raw dog. Because,
baby, I would have been sitting up in my bed like.
You would have been in your bed.
Yep. Just been like, hey, y'all. Have the light set up over there. Yeah. Carmen probably would have been on the bed. No, I don't let her get on my bed. I'm lying.
Yeah, that's
I
what
used
people
to.
do. No,
When I first got her, like because I adopted her from a shelter and I could tell she was skittish. And so like I let her like lay on the bed with me like once. And then I realized like how much she be moving and making noise. And I was like, oh girl, you gotta go. It's like when you make your newborn sleep in their room by themselves. I was like, oh, that was short lived.
I don't like no dog. Like, I like to look at them and say, oh, you so cute. But I don't like to touch dogs. Listen, I was on the plane, right? Walking down the aisle. And I'm standing there. And I feel something wet on my hand. I said, what the fuck? I look at my hand. I'm looking around like, what the hell is that? And I look down. It's a big-ass dog. and the first thing the lady says is, oh, she doesn't bite.
So was it like a service dog or something?
I don't know what it was, but it was
because
big.
I thought only small dogs could be on the. People always say their dogs don't bite until they bite somebody.
You know, don't tell me your dog don't bite you. It don't mean he ain't gonna bite my black ass. Mm-mm.
And then it doesn't matter like if people are afraid of dogs, and I always just say respect that. Because like I have a dog, but I don't like when dogs like jump up on me. Especially don't let my outfit be clean. Or like clean as in how we say in the South, like sharp. I'll kill you and that damn dog.
Look, I'm not afraid of dogs. I don't trust animals. Like, you stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. If you're cute, I'm gonna tell you cute, but don't come up for a pet. I'm not petting you. I'm not rubbing your belly.
Dogs in my neighborhood. Like I'll be walking Carmen. You know, you met Carmen. She's just cool
Carmen's
as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
But then I mean like some of these dogs like that bark when I have Carmen with me, or that bark just at people in general.
Does she
and I be thinking
I can see Carmen just side-eyeing them and keep
sometimes she won't even look. But I like judge their owners. I be like, why
y'all Donyetta dog is so shady. So shady.
She's a mess. Where's she at?
Carmen, let's go. Carmen, come on. She looked at me and she said, hell no, I ain't going with you.
She a mess.
Carmen already knew.
Yesterday, she came in my room like at 7 a.m. You know how dogs do that shakeout? Mm-hmm. Why are you shaking? You're not wet. Like, you don't have bubbles on you. And so it woke me up. And so I was like, you got to get out my room. You got to go. And I was like, come on. And I think she thought like I was mad at her. Do you know she ran behind my plant and would not come on and get out my room? And so I had to trick. I said, want a treat? And then she came out and I locked her ass up in that crate.
See, that's what you get, Carmen.
She real smart, but she could tell like I was pissed to hot. One of my biggest pet peeves is if you wake me up. Mm-hmm. Like to the fact where my family doesn't even call to wish me a happy birthday until like 10 a.m.
They're like, we gonna let her sleep this one in.
Or like sometimes one year, like I don't know if it was my mom or dad called to wish me a happy birthday and they left a message. They were like, I'm sorry to call you so early, but I was on my way to a doctor's appointment. It was like 11 a.m. I was like, oh, I might sleep late. So let me see. What else we got? Child.
We don't have no outline. We don't have shit. We just gonna go for it.
We free balling it. Are we gonna add a song to the playlist?
Nope, I ain't got no songs. Cause look, y'all, I got a 6-month free trial of Spotify, so I'm living a life. Cause y'all know I don't pay for no music. If you listen to this show, you know your girl do not pay for any music subscriptions.
Well, that means you should have a song then.
AT&T came through with the free 6 months again. But look, I've been listening to these curated playlists and like to the good 2000s music. Like I was listening to a Ja Rule one today.
What would I be without my baby?
Ja Rule has some hits. Oh, like it was hit after hit after. I'm like, this playlist is right. I think it's called Ja Rule Radio.
Before Irv Gotti messed it up for everybody, like Murder Inc. was like up there with like Bad Boy and Dipset and
it's called Ja Rule Radio. It has so much good stuff. It has Next on it, 112, Nelly, Mace, LL Cool J. Who do you love? Oh my God, it's just I love Spotify. I don't know what I did before Spotify. I don't know.
If we had to add a song, I would have one. It's not new. Well, nothing I've added is really new. I would pick Hot Girl Summer by Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj and Ty Dolla $ign.
I heard that yesterday. I was like, yes, we need this for this summer because last summer was a hot mess. Wait, when did that come out? Last summer or the summer before?
I don't know, but when I heard it, I was like, how did I not listen to Real Ass Bitch? And I like Ty Dolla $ign. And he's sort of kind of cute. I finally saw a picture of what he looks like. Oh, okay.
I don't know about that.
His little eyes.
Actually, I don't even know what does he have locks?
He has long locks and like maybe gray eyes, but he's about our complexion.
I think he's short though.
All men are.
I don't know.
Like
what
something's going
on. Like back in my day, dudes was not short. Like where y'all short dudes came from? I want to know.
It's too much estrogen in the food, so girls have boobs when they're 6 and men are short. Like I'm convinced.
Back in my day in high school, there was like one short dude, and his name was Lil Kev. Right? He was the only short one.
We had
my friend used to mess with him. They was like the same height, like 5'2". He was the shortest dude we had in high school. Like all the dudes were like 5'10" and up.
Nope, we had 2, Corey and Ike.
I'm mad we remember their names.
Well, you know, there's only one school in my whole town. So we all went to school together from like the rooter to the tutor. So, yeah. Let me see.
I don't know what I would have did if there was like only short dudes when I was dating. Like, I don't know how y'all do it these days. Like... I was watching The Hills, you know, on MTV. And this girl went on a blind date, and as soon as they showed him, I said, I was like, if that was me, like I would have sat down and said I had to use the bathroom and left.
Was he ugly or short or what?
He was just not a looker. And then when he spoke, he had so much sugar in his tank. I said, what in the
they weren't Lord? Were they here? Where is that filmed at? In Atlanta?
In LA. Oh my God. I said, but you know what? They got along and they had a lot in common, but I think it was because like he was one of the girls. Like
I could date a guy who wasn't tall if he's a looker. Yeah. If he's a looker. Because I have learned, see, we're really back on our bullshit. Your height has nothing to do with your penis, and that's what I show up to the party for.
Talking about the penis?
Because I used to think height used to be so important. No,
I don't want a
character
guy
and
to
penis.
be tall for the dick size. I just want him to be tall, so I gotta look down at his little ass. That's why.
Yeah. And if you have a passport that you use and make good money and don't have yucky teeth.
Oh Lord, Y'all know I have a tooth problem. Like,
Remember when we did like those first few episodes and Kim was telling people to fix their teeth?
y'all need to fix that motherfucker teeth. Like look at me. Like when I talk, you can see my teeth. So if I had bad teeth, everybody would see it. Like some people when they talk, you can't see their teeth. Okay, y'all could get away with it. Just don't smile.
Maybe it's because their lips are bigger. Like you can't see it. Like people who talk like this. I can't do it. But I know what you're talking about. Like some people, the structure of the face, you can't see their teeth.
Yeah, you just don't see their teeth when they talk. So like those people I'm kind of okay with. But if you catching flights, you need to catch a trip to the dentist's office as well. Okay, stay off of them flights. I know COVID is coming to an end. Don't book that Spirit plane ticket. Take your ass to the dentist to get your teeth fixed because I'm sick of this. Y'all need to stop.
I gather Kim has seen somebody that's taking flight and your teeth are jacked up.
Y'all need to stop. I seen y'all on that Spirit. I seen y'all. Y'all.
I'm gonna ask her who we talking about after the show.
I see y'all. I know them Spirit tickets are cheap. Listen, the last time I took Spirit was when my grandmother passed and my niece was on a chair in front of me. It was a last minute ticket that was I wasn't paying $1,000 to go to South Carolina. So I took Spirit that one time and I'll never take Spirit again. Especially after all them damn airport brawl videos on YouTube. And they be brawling on the damn plane too. Like,
I don't know who she talking about, but have mercy on your soul.
Go listen, y'all. Go on YouTube and put in Spirit fight. Spirit
I think I've flown Spirit 3 times. But I don't know if it's because I live in Atlanta, but all of my flights were very pleasant and the planes were like brand spanking new. Like I feel like, you know, when you get your iPhone, you got to pull that sticker off the front. I feel like they had just pulled the sticker off of it. But the seats did not recline. So I haven't flown Spirit since maybe 2018, maybe 2019. Maybe. But no, I had a pleasant experience. But like I said, typically coming out of Atlanta airport, the only gripe I have is like the lines and stuff. Like even if you have TSA pre-check and clear. Which, did y'all see the Atlanta airport pictures this past weekend? Baby, it looked like a ride at Six Flags. Yeah. Ooh. Outside is back open. Like people were saying like the 2-hour wait time when you get to the airport, don't let that include getting to the parking lot. Like the lines were wrapped to the fact where they were going all the way out to where you like get your boarding, like where you check your luggage.
And you know, when I travel, y'all, I post these travel videos of me getting on the plane, me through the airport and all that, and I always say get your TSA pre-check. Matter of fact, just get global entry because it's $100. I don't know if it's still $100 because I had mine for like 3 years. Like 3 years ago when I got mine, it was $100. It's worth it. It's still worth the money to get TSA pre-check because sometimes you have to wait a little while, but sometimes you just zip right through. Like I'll get to the airport an hour before the flight leaves. And I'll get to the gate in 15 minutes.
Atlanta has messed me up and I've missed my flight. And I have TSA pre-check and clear. So like if you fly Delta, if you do the north checkpoint, is Delta north or south?
Delta's
like right
red.
When you come into
Delta's south, I think, the red side.
So on that side, there's a line where if you have TSA pre-check and clear, you zoom through. Baby, I had to send my boss a text because he was on said flight that I missed. And I was like, I'm at the gate and nobody is here. Like when I tell you the line was like corralled. And usually I go, but yeah, they say the airports are understaffed because people haven't been working because of COVID. And then like a lot of the contractors that they use at the airport, like so that for airlines, a part of the CARE Act was that you can't lay people off during COVID, but the contractors don't have that same clause. So like people who service the lounges and the restaurants and stuff. So I saw where like Delta Airlines has been asking employees to like help like bus food and clean tables and stuff.
Am I getting more money to do that?
Mm-mm.
And then I ain't doing it, Delta. You better go somewhere with that.
And then it's going to take a long time for them to ramp back up to capacity because, you know, like to work past the airport, like outside of, like once you pass security, like they have to pass like federal clearance. Like you have to do an extensive background check to be able to work, even if you're the janitor, to work beyond the checkpoint. So I don't know. I might have to drive to. Where would I drive to fly? Never
Well,
mind.
you
I'll
know
just wait in the
what?
line.
Your girl signed up for a 2-month free trial of Clear. Because my bestie that I travel with, I've been telling her to get TSA pre-check for years, and you know I leave her ass. I ain't going on a regular line. I ain't going. I'm sorry. Listen, we besties. We've been besties since ninth grade.
I'll see you at the gate. My boss used to do that to me before I had Clear and TSA pre-check. He'd be like, "All right, I'll see you at the gate."
Listen, because when I go through regular security, they always mess with me. They make me take everything out of my bag. Look, on the way going, right, TSA pre-check wasn't open yet because our flight was at 6 a.m. I think they opened at 7 or something like that. So we had to go. We went through the TSA pre-check line, but we was security with everyone else. So my stuff goes through the machine, and it gets through. And the TSA guy, he's like, do you have 2 phones in here? I'm like, yes.
One for the plug and one for the load.
You know, and... I'm like, and? He's like, well, you can't have 2 phones through security. I said, where's the rules on that?
Since when?
Then he's like, do you have a camera in here? I'm like, yes. And? Well, you got to take your camera out too. I said, when I came through, you said take your laptop out. You said take your iPad out. So that's what I took out my bag. Since when you can't have 2 phones going through security? I can't. So... coming back, I went through TSA pre-check, and they just let your stuff go right through. They don't look at anything. They just push it through.
You don't have to take your shoes off. Like, it's a blessing.
No. And Clear, let me tell you something about Clear. How you do that throat clear? Clear be tricking y'all asses. I don't pay for Clear because yes, you can skip the line, but you go right through regular security with everybody else. They just put you to the front of the line. So you have to take your shoes off. You have to take all your stuff out your bag. The only benefit of Clear is that you get to skip the line. So to me, Clear is not worth it. You might as well get global entry.
I forgot about that because once
Travel
the
tip.
Clear TSA pre-check line was really, really long, and the lady's like, if your flight's closed, she said you can go through the regular Clear line, but it's not the TSA Clear pre-check line. So I got there and I tried to walk through. I was like, I have to take my shoes off. Who are you savages?
Like
I
these
was like,
peasants, I have to take my shoes
I
off.
was like, oh gosh, it stinks over here. So I so have forgotten, but I have both. Because I know for sure Clear, because I travel so much for work, my job pays for it. So, but yeah, I was like, take my shoes off. I don't do that. Not on the first date.
Clear, you're done after this free trial. As a matter of fact, I already caught up the auto renewal, so y'all ain't getting no money out of me.
Look, why one time mine was on auto renewal, but I had gotten my credit card expired, and so I didn't know, and these fools were still letting me go through the line. I was just going up and scanning my eyes and stuff. And then finally, I remember thinking, I don't remember the last time I got a bill. And I went and checked, and it had been expired for well over a month.
Well, at least they didn't cancel you out. Shoot.
By the glory of God. And you know what? I'm about to have to start traveling again for work.
You are?
Yep, I already have stuff on the schedule for July. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't think I'll be meeting clients in the office. I think I'll go like meet clients at like active construction sites. So we'll still be outside, but I'll still have to, with it.
I know all these regulations. Like if you're vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. Like how do y'all know who's vaccinated?
It's like the HOV lanes in Atlanta. I don't trust you. Some of y'all be riding the HOV lane and it's just you in the car. So I know you're not going to act right. So I still, I went out to dinner Friday with some people who are all vaccinated, but we all wore our masks, even walking through the restaurant until, we actively sat at the table with each other and we still, chose the dine outside option. So, yeah, I don't trust y'all as far as I can throw you, and I can't throw you, so.
Listen, I'm not getting sick. I haven't been sick all year. I'm keeping my mask on.
Mask off.
I don't go nowhere anyway. So when I go to Target, did you see Target, Walmart, and somebody CVS said?
What is wrong with y'all? Only I think today, as of today, 37% of the country is fully vaccinated. And by country, I mean the
it's
U.S.
not
of A.
enough. It's
Like,
not
so
enough.
that means
for them
like
to say,
63% of y'all are walking around with one shot or no shots.
passing
Either
around
way.
COVID still. That's what they doing.
But these are the same people who also bought up all the toilet tissue, and y'all were putting gasoline in plastic shopping bags.
I can't with the stupidity. That was
in
a hot
Tupperware
mess.
bowls. I was like, you know what? I hate it here. It's so ghetto.
I wish
So
I would
ghetto
run out
here.
of gas. I wouldn't fill the tank up again if the country ran out of gas. I'd be happy.
That's
Shoot, when
my
I
excuse that I don't have to go anywhere.
You know, when I went to LA, y'all, last week or the week before.
To live and die in LA. Or like California love.
It was so like the first meal when I got there, I was like, I want to live here. I don't want to. I made up my mind. It suited like half an hour in. Like I wanted to stay there forever. But it's still
I've never been
expensive.
to LA.
Oh my!
I was supposed to go for a conference last May, but COVID. And I had booked it where I was going to stay through the weekend because since my job was paying for me to go out there, then I could stay as long as I wanted to because the flight back still wasn't going to be on me. And I would just have to pay for like my extra hotel accommodations. COVID. Thanks, COVID.
It was incredible. Like they are so lucky that they get to just wake up to. Well, actually, it was cloudy every doggone morning. You didn't see the sun until 12:30 in the afternoon.
Which for us is already 3:30, 4:30, depending on what time zone you're in on East Coast. Woo.
That was crazy. Like every morning I woke up, I said, what is going on? Is it the smog? Like, what is it? Every morning it was cloudy. But once the sun came out, it was just like glorious. Like you can hear the heavens singing. It was so amazing.
The only thing I think I wouldn't like about LA from what I know is the traffic is worse than Atlanta.
It was
and it's
horrible.
expensive. It's really expensive. So I heard like people from LA and New York don't complain about traffic in Atlanta. They're like, it's
no,
Tuesday.
the traffic in LA was like on the last day, we canceled our whole day because we didn't want to sit in traffic no more.
I heard it is atrocious.
It was ridiculous. Like to get from, we stayed in I don't even remember what city that was. It wasn't Van Nuys. I can't even remember where we stayed, y'all. It was very close to Venice. What was it called? Wait, let me look it up. So
I want to go to LA and go eat at Nobu, and I want to go by where they filmed some of Insecure, and I want to go to Calabasas.
I wanted to go to Issa's house. We never made it because it was so much traffic.
Ugh, I've heard. And they don't have like a public transportation system, do they?
They do. We passed a train station.
Okay.
They have some kind of rail system. They have buses. So people take public transportation. We stayed in Culver City, which was like the perfect, it was like in the middle. It was like 10 minutes from Venice, like 10 minutes from Santa Monica. But it took like an hour to get to Hollywood, which was like 15 miles away. It took an hour. That traffic
that's definitely
was
worse than Atlanta.
Redonkulous. And we wanted to see like I've been there before, so I've seen the Man Chinese Theater, but it was like closed off. You couldn't even get close to it. And when we got down there, my friend was like, this looks like Times Square. She didn't want to get out the car. She didn't want to get out the car.
Where was I? Oh, I was at the nail salon, and the lady who was doing my nails was so there's a lady doing my nails, but a guy doing my pedicure. You know, back in the day you used to do nails and then pedicure. Now they tag team, and you be turned to. The guy said okay, well, they got to flip this table, baby. It's like a restaurant. The guy said he went to New York. He said, I had a really good time. All the food is good. And then they started talking about like the rats. And I think they had never seen rats that big. And typically people who do your nails in the nail salon are Asian, but then they started talking about like Chinatown and like all the fake handbags and stuff. And I was just so thoroughly tickled. I don't know why that tickled me so. They were like, the rat was like the size of a dog. And I was like, I mean, yeah. That's city life.
Know what? You'll see some rats like in the train station. But when I went to DC, there were rats everywhere, like on the this is in downtown DC, like on a block where there's like mansions. There were rats running, like multiple.
I've only been to DC once.
It was disgusting.
And I don't think I ever have to go back.
Oh my God, it was disgusting. But back to LA. I'm going back. I'm going back. I don't know when. But I'm going back because I have more to see. I didn't see I wanted to go up the Pacific Coast Highway. I want to get a convertible next time and drive up the coast. And there's just
remember when running outside was a thing and people used to go to the West Coast and do that Big Sur race. Mm-hmm. And the views were like always like epic. Like I would not PR on that course. Like I would be too busy taking pictures.
Yeah, that's like a scenic route. That's all you're gonna do.
So yeah, buddy, we gonna see.
It's such a different lifestyle. And like Long Beach, like I went to Long Beach because I skate now, y'all. Your girl be skating. I got a new Instagram page and everything, Skater Kim. But Instagram. We skated with some girls at Long Beach, and like there was a block where there was like a bunch of like buildings and houses, and there were so many for rent signs. I have never seen so many for rent signs in my life. It was like everyone must have just left during COVID.
And it's crazy. A seller's market too. Like even like when people want to buy, like I've heard it's really cutthroat out there right now. If you're trying to buy a house, if you're trying to sell one, you're in the money. You're in the money. But yeah, so people are probably like, yeah, let me see how much I can get for this. Like I just moved into my house and I was like, should I sell this and go back to my apartment?
Like, shit, if you're gonna make a profit, shoot.
I looked on Zillow. My house has I moved 8 months ago, and my house has already gone up in value. Like
it's been 8 months.
So I'm like,
I can't believe it's been 8 months.
I can't either. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like this whole year, I can't believe it's the middle of May. I just celebrated New Year's Eve. I just made that damn turkey for Thanksgiving, and now I need to make another turkey, like tomorrow. So, let me think. What else? So, y'all, you know what? We only gonna be back for a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. I'm about to have a surgery in like 2 weeks. And y'all not gonna see me on here looking like silly.
We might just do audio if she's up to it. Y'all don't need to see us anyway.
It's gonna, especially because I went and looked to all 14 of you all who watched the visual episodes. Thank you. And to the rest of y'all who don't, kick rocks with no shoes on, you haters. But yeah, and so it's like a 4 or 6 week recovery process. And for 4 or 6, I was wondering, Kim, what am I gonna do with my hair? Should I get like some cornrows or something, like Cleo from Set It Off?
Where you going? You going?
I don't know. No, I mean, so like, because my hair is short now, so it's just like really gonna be matted up. Like I'm really gonna be like a real live Eddie Kane when he was on that stuff. Because I'm gonna be in the bed.
Got the little curls. You better put some curly juice in there and run your fingers through it. And
yeah, because I put juices and berries in it. Now I don't wake up looking like this. Like I only combed my hair today because I knew we were recording. But as of 10 a.m. this morning, your girl looked a fool. Like I was on a Zoom meeting for work yesterday, and you know how most of the time you're looking at the other people. Like I looked at myself in that little box and I said, you need your ass whooped. You need to be shame on these folks' screen looking like Nettie at the beginning of The Color Purple. So I don't know like what I'm gonna do, like if I'm laying in the bed. No,
Nettie was looking okay. It was silly.
It's that dang silly.
Me and you must never part. My teeth.
Nothing but death can keep me from it. So I was thinking about that. Like my hair is gonna be a fool, Kim. Especially in the back. I might be like them babies with that little bald spot in the back of their head. You remember? I don't know what to do.
Well, you could get something, but then you gotta sit and get it done. Then you gotta take it out.
And I gotta do it soon. Oh, Kim. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. So I've been ordering pajamas and stuff off Amazon, and I'm ready. Because that's all I'm gonna be in is pajamas. I done went and got a pregnancy pillow. so I could be able to sleep. But no. And I think
order
like
pajamas because you're gonna be at home and you didn't have nothing else to wear.
no, because I've gotten fat and none of my pajamas fit comfortably.
Oh, Lord.
And I done told y'all this before, I'm a nudist. I don't wear pajamas. Like, I have some that I travel, and only if I travel with other people. But yeah, I don't wear pajamas. And so the two that I do have, child, them things don't fit. Kim, I ordered some blue jeans. And they came in the mail last week. And I got the size that I always get.
What happened?
When I tell you I could not zip them things and it looked like the V in the Wakanda Forever. I had this, you see this space where my whole head is? That's how much space I had between the button and the loophole. So I just was like, you know what? So I ordered some and I got 2 sizes up and we gonna see if them fit.
Listen, thank goodness for stretch, because if my jeans didn't stretch, them jokers would not fit either.
I said, oh, auntie. So we gonna see. I'm trying to think, like, in this time, has there been anything in the news? It's been so much in the news. So y'all,
I haven't been watching the news I haven't been on Instagram much. Well, except my skinning page, but the regular Instagram.
now when I get on there, all I see is like fingernail pictures, because like that's how I found like the designs for my
posted that nail
fingernails.
picture.
So I'll be like fingernail. So I don't know what was the last thing that we talked about on the show?
Cue Jeopardy music.
Hold on, let me go, because we would have put a caption when we posted. Let's see. I don't remember what was the last thing that was going on in the world of twins experience. We talked about, why them twins that be dancing up with Beyonce came up? Oh, no. They spelled their name right.
We lost our position on Google.
I was directly in YouTube. The last thing we talked about was the fact that Coming to America 2 is going to come out.
What? That was forever ago. Wow.
Y'all. So the last time we released the episode was March the 4th. We talked about the fact that Michael B. Jordan gave Lori Harvey her Hermes stock for Valentine's Day.
Are they even still together?
Yes. We talked about Kim filing for divorce from Kanye. Mm-hmm, that Taraji made $40K from Benjamin Button. D'Angelo was about to do verses.
Oh, that was good.
Princess Meghan was expecting, she still is, and Rihanna's Fenty was valued at $1 billion. So she was our black girl magic. Y'all, that was last year. If you ask me,
that was last year.
It feels like I forgot all of that stuff happened.
Well, speaking of verses, did you see that
I ain't watched none of them since
and
Patty and Gladys?
Girl,
was it good?
The second half, first of all, okay, I forgot it was even on, but someone DM'd me like, "Are you watching this?" Because it must have been a hot ass mess. Because you know it's a hot mess. People gotta tell me. So somebody DM'd me, and I turned it on, and I said, "What the fuck is this?" It was
bad.
Like Coco, you know Coco sang all the SWV songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was sitting there. First of all, she wore shoes that you could tell were hurting her feet. They were some high Louboutins.
She was shoes on verses,
and they sat down. She was stuffed into her outfit. You could tell she was uncomfortable, like
looking like a boudin sausage, baby. That's how I felt in the jeans the other day.
Like her outfit was too tight, and she didn't want to sing in the beginning. I'm like, you the lead sing. The other two girls can't sing these songs. You the only one that sing these songs, girl. So she wasn't singing the songs, and they were just sitting down, rocking back and forth. I was like, what is this? But Escape, they were getting up. Like everyone in Escape can sing, right? Mm-hmm. Even Tiny's little pooky lips, fake booty.
Baby, I think the FBI is investigating her and T.I., baby.
I think that they might. I'm not gonna say nothing. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, the second half, it got good. Like SWV changed their clothes. They put on some Jordans. They put on they put on some hoodies, and they got up and did their little two-step, and Coco hit her little high notes, and it turned out to be good. But the beginning, they were late. First of all, I'm glad I came late because they were like 40 minutes late. What is wrong with
know
people?
What's wrong with y'all when Gladys and Patty showed up on time?
On time. It was 8 o'clock. They walked out at 8 o'clock. Like,
they could have been 2 hours late, and they have earned it. The rest of y'all, no.
They were so late because I rewatched it last weekend because my husband put it on. I rewatched it, and I'm like, the replay they let the lateness play through the replay. I was like, what is this? I didn't realize.
So y'all had to scrub through it.
We had to fast forward because I'm like, these bitches was 40 minutes late. Like, who does that? Y'all can't pay
I don't
for
even
this.
think Brandy and Monica were 40 minutes late.
Keisha Cole was like over an hour late. Keisha Cole.
What about Erica? Well, Erica Badu was only late because she always be late. But then I think she was having technical difficulties. Now, if you buy a ticket to her concert, her and Lauryn Hill, you get what you paid for.
Listen, you have 5 to 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, like, come on. 30, 40 minutes late is ridiculous.
The only person I have never complained about waiting for is Beyonce.
But Beyonce have opening acts. She ain't never late.
Exactly. But sometimes the opening acts don't be on time. But I do understand, like, there's a transition that they're preparing for. But, like, the rest of y'all need to be early.
Yeah. Well, Beyonce the only concert I go to, so I don't have nothing else to pay.
You think we'll ever get to go to another Beyonce concert?
I don't know, girl. Well, they have baseball games coming back, and they're back.
The Atlanta Falcons emailed me today about season tickets. Baby, I'm broke.
Wait, what's Falcons? Football or baseball?
The football team. And I was looking at that. Like, first of all, the tickets, when they built that new dome, tickets went up expeditiously. In the words of T.I.
Like T.I.
Expeditiously. Like, the price that you were paying between the Georgia Dome to, what is it now, the Mercedes-Benz, is it a stadium or a dome? Expeditiously ridiculous. Now, it is a beautiful facility. And the top opens like, a convertible. But the ticket price, like, I strategically, if you sit in the nosebleed section of the dome, which I think is the 400 level, at a minimum, your ticket is still going to be $180.
I'm gonna have to watch that on the TV.
You might as well if you sit up there, girl. I sit up there. I was so damn dizzy.
And most places don't even go to 400; they go to 300. Like, y'all way up there.
Exactly. Like, I remember getting 100 and 200 level tickets, especially if I bought them early for like the same price that you're paying for the 300 and 400 level in this new dome.
No, that's great. So these people I be seeing on the Instagram, they be paying that much money for them Falcons seats? They be paying more than that because they don't be in the nosebleeds.
It is expensive. Atlanta United has affordable tickets. That's the soccer team. I have not been to any Braves games or Hawks games since I can't remember. Back when Cash Money Records was second over for the 99 and the 2000.
Girl, you're working with some bad
She still don't know the words. Y'all, Kim had a 2.5 month vacation, and you know what she did not use that time to do? She learned how to skate. She did not learn the words.
I'm
still waiting
for at Juvie the Great to hit me up. I'm waiting.
Juvie, please. Let me think. What else is going on? Y'all, I turned 40 since we've been gone.
Yay! The 1981s are 40 this year, y'all.
It does not seem like I'm 40. Thank God I don't think I look it. And thank God I don't feel it. But yeah, I'm 40.
I know. I'm seeing all my schoolmates posting their 40th birthday picture. My birthday's in August, so I never got to celebrate my birthday in school and hold balloons in the hallway all day. But all of those mofos are celebrating now and posting their 40th pictures. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yo, yeah. So yeah, we have done a lot of living in these 2.5, 3 months since we've been gone. Man. So we've had birthdays. We've had traveled. Kim has learned how to skate. She got another Instagram page.
Yes. Don't follow me if you're not a skater, because I'm not. You can follow me, but I'm not gonna follow you back. But just in case you want to follow me, it's SK8R Kim KIM. So if my friends follow me, I'll follow a few of y'all back, but the rest
I need to go find it.
I'm not following y'all back. I like my.
I've been on Instagram looking at fingernails and I hadn't found it.
Instagram has so many communities. It's crazy. Like, there's a whole skating world on Instagram. That means there's a world for everything on Instagram. It's crazy.
I wouldn't have known that. But you know what I said I'm going to do? I went to Cartagena too.
Oh, yeah.
That was really fun. And I've booked a trip to Bali, but that's next year. But you know...
When?
June 15th through the 25th. You want to go? I don't know anybody going. I just booked it. I booked it through that Travel Divas, the group that I use for Cartagena. Y'all, Kim was so proud of me. I went on some excursions.
Yeah, because I can't travel with her, y'all. She only want to lay on the beach all day. You know, I only like pictures on the beach. I don't actually like going to the beach because I don't like sand in the crack of my ass.
I went on a canoe ride and I was casting a fishing net. I toured like the old palaces and castles in Cartagena. I went to the first slave-free town in the Americas. And y'all know what? Y'all know the Americas is not just North America. You know, Canada is in North America. And then there's Central America and South America. Mm-hmm. You're welcome. Because just by talking to people, y'all didn't know.
Wait,
you're welcome.
I knew that, though.
Well, you travel and you got sense. But some folks... So it's the first slave-free town in the Americas, and it was founded by escaped slaves. And so not only do they speak Spanish, they speak like a language that was derived off of their native African tongue. So y'all, I was out here doing stuff, and I did go to the beach one day. Now, as much as I love Cartagena, I probably wouldn't go back because I typically do like beach vacations, but that's the most that I've ever learned on a trip. And there is so much more to Colombia than Escobar. You're welcome.
See, isn't it nice when you do things? Because you feel like, I feel like you experience more and you feel like you went somewhere. Like, and we can go to the beach anywhere.
This was the first time that I have traveled, and I really, really, really wished that I spoke Spanish. I will say... That was a genuine throat clear. Like in America, we're used to people like catering to like American culture and the English language. Like in Cartagena, like there are like whole entire restaurants where they don't speak English and they sitting here looking at you like, I don't know how you gonna order your food.
Be.
Yeah, and I don't know how you gonna order your food, and so it just made me mindful. Like as much as I travel, like how many people bend over backwards, like to suit Americans, and this is probably why they call us rude Americans in other countries. But like, and somebody was like, well, like why don't they know English? You came to their door.
You know, I hate when people do that. Like.
People are
Google Translator and do what it do be like we're spoiled because when you go to Europe they speak English in Europe. I don't know why you go to France they speak English in Paris,
perfectly.
They speak English. Yeah. I went to Greece, they spoke English everywhere. Like I've been to Barcelona, spoiled. They speak English. I don't understand it. But yet we've been lucky, but we are spoiled as Americans. And you can't go to someone's country and expect them to speak your language. Like, come on.
They were like, but they know they have people travel. And I was like, but that's like me coming to your house and asking you why you don't cook the same thing that I cooked back in Alabama for dinner. I see why they call us rude Americans. I really do.
These mofos only go to Miami. Like, y'all need to...
Y'all tearing Vegas the hell up, too.
Oh, my God. Everybody is in... I'm like, did something happen that we missed? What did we miss?
I was going to text you because I saw that Usher added some more shows for his residency. But then, before I could send her the message, y'all kept being on Vegas. And I was like...
Okay, listen. before LA, I was going to go to Vegas, but only because I wanted to go to this other place that's 4 hours away. I'm not going to tell y'all. I'll tell Donyetta off camera because I don't want y'all mofos going there before I get there.
They not going to go no way. They don't even want to learn how to speak another language other than English.
But I didn't go because that place has been closed. But I was going to go. But I've never been to Vegas because what do you do there? What is there to do?
Vegas, let me tell you, I have been, and it is sensory overload. So how would I describe it? Okay.
Like, I don't gamble. I don't drink a lot. I'll have like a drink here and there, like with a meal or something, maybe.
The Strip is the equivalent of the Peachtree Road Race. So you can imagine going from one end of Peachtree, like Lenox, to the other one. There are, no joke, 3 Louis Vuitton stores on the Strip. So it is...
I can shop at home. What else they got?
It is casinos and restaurants. It is sensory overload. So I would say, we're going to... Remember MySpace? Mm-hmm. Facebook is like New York. MySpace is like Las Vegas. You remember how you used to have to be careful what person's MySpace page you went on, because if you're epileptic, like the flashing lights and music would trigger your seizures. It is sensory overload. There's 15 Starbucks on the Strip. There's 3 Louis Vuitton stores. There's casino. There's flashing lights. There are people walking up to you because prostitution is legal in Vegas.
Outside too?
Yeah, so people are walking up to you, giving you like playing cards, but it's really a call girl card. So one of my good friends used to have to go to Vegas a lot for work. And like, so people walk up to you in Vegas and give you these cards. Like people walk up to you in New York and try to sell you like roasted almonds. And so my friend said him and his coworkers would collect the cards. And then when they would get back to their home at the end of the day, or their hotel room, they would play Go Fish. To see so it literally is sensory overload. I would not spend more than 3 nights on the Strip. Now, if you go to the Grand Canyon, it is a lot. And even for me, like as well traveled as I am, after about 3 nights, New York sort of starts to irritate me. Because even at like 2 a.m, it's still going. Whereas like down here in Atlanta, if you going like downtown at 2 a.m, it might be you and 5 other people on the street. But in New York, it's 24/7.
Well, downtown Atlanta is not a real downtown.
But I feel like all major cities I've been to, like at a certain point at night, it's like more of a lull. Yeah, but like New York, it literally is the city that doesn't sleep. Vegas is on Adderall. After about 3 nights in Vegas, you and then because you go to the West Coast, so for us, that's what, a 3-4 hour time zone difference. Like it really starts to like mess with your senses and stuff like that. It's fun, but it is legitimately sensory overload. So like walking down the Strip, the lights and stuff flash 24/7 like you see on TV. And so just imagine being on somebody's MySpace page for 24 hours nonstop.
Okay,
that's the best way I can describe it.
You need not ever work for the Las Vegas Tourism Board because you just talked me totally out of going there.
I haven't been back. I went for my birthday in 2012 and I have not been back. I had fun, but I remember my flight left Atlanta at a decent time, but taking into account the time zone change, when I got to Vegas, it was probably like 10:30 at night. And so think about what time it would have been in Atlanta. And as soon as I walked out of the airport, there was a Starbucks. So I got some Starbucks coffee and it was just like, it was really like the Wolf of Wall Street. I felt like I was on cocaine for the 4 days that I was there.
On that, because you know what? When we were flying to LA, I'm like, we could have went to Europe for this flight.
Flying to the West Coast is the shit. It is a 4-hour. It's awful. Yeah. So I would go to Vegas once. Maybe I would go to Vegas if it was a girls trip. I would go to Vegas if it was like a big birthday or a bachelorette party or something. But like just be like, oh man, I want to go to Vegas. Like I saw the Blue Man Group when I was out there. I went to the buffet and had the all-you-can-eat crab legs. Like it was fun, but Jesus Christ, when I came back, I think I slept for a week.
No, but why was everyone there? Were there like 2-for-1 tickets? Were they giving the hotel away? Like what were y'all doing?
Cause Negroidians wear
I didn't
stuff
see
out.
no interesting pictures. All I saw was I didn't see nothing interesting, quite honestly.
Y'all on the balcony and we can see the MGM. No, like, cause Negroidians wear stuff out. So just like y'all done wore Atlanta out and all y'all moved here, including myself. But I moved back in 2007. I don't know what y'all newbies doing. Y'all wore out Atlanta. Y'all wore out Houston. And I ain't never liked Houston. The only good thing that came out of Houston was Beyonce.
Hey.
Y'all wore out Miami. And now I saw 25 of y'all in one weekend in Vegas. And I was like, Kim, I was like, well, damn, do we need to go to Vegas? Something wrong with y'all. So, but Kim, we should go to Vegas to see Usher.
We were supposed to go, but then COVID hit. Wait, so when are the dates now?
Let me see. Usher Raymond. Vegas.
Wait, I'll go see Usher, but I'm not sitting in no stadium, no inside stadium with a mask on for 3 hours.
It opens up July 2021. And it goes through buy tickets to see who? Usher. A little more. I mean, we only got a short amount of time. It looks like no. Hey, I see tickets through January 1st, 2022.
Oh,
Residencies in Vegas are pretty long.
He was supposed to do New Year's last year.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we can't go in July. It's going to be too hot.
We can't go in July because your girl's still going to have stitches, baby. It's at the Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, that's where Celine and them was. Yeah, I'm not
I went to Madame Tussauds. Is it Madame Tussauds or Madame Tussauds?
It's Tussauds.
Tussauds, because I know a lot of Haitian people, so I was about to say Tussauds. I went there. I went to see the Blue Man Group. I don't gamble. So, but I did play enough in the slot machine to get me a couple of free drinks. Because, in the casino, as long as you play, you drinking. But, like, I remember when I went to Vegas, that's the first time I ever broke down and purchased some Crocs. Because when I tell y'all my feet were hurting.
Crocs are comfortable.
I needed them. I needed them like I need Jesus. Do you hear me? I have never in my life, my feet have not hurt that bad, even after I ran a marathon through New York City. Do you hear me? So it's fun, but it's just not someplace I just gotta go repeatedly.
Listen, I've been trying to get me some Birkenstocks, but I don't want to pay full price for them, and I can't find a coupon anywhere.
Buy them shoes. Let me see what else we got.
I don't want to pay full price for anything.
Cartagena. Y'all learn how to speak Spanish and stop going to Colombia and asking about Escobar. Yeah. I'm trying to think. So March, we've had Easter. We have Mother's Day. The news, y'all are just a mess. Y'all not vaccinated. The CDC is dropping guidelines, but the numbers are still increasing. India is a mess. And people act like, I don't know how India got so bad, but things like that don't get on the radar until it's bad. And so I think that a lot of people said, I would say similar to us, like the government didn't do a good job of facilitating reactions and responses and aid and things like that. And so India is very heavily populated too. Is it like the most populated country?
That might be China.
We might go see Usher. We'll have to see.
We ain't going in July. Cause listen,
I told you we can't. I'ma still have stitches.
We ain't going in August neither. My pits can't take no 120-degree heat. They ain't.
Let me think. I'm gonna have stitches to about mid-July, girl. So, nope.
And you know what? I'm gonna be 40 in August. I still have to find somewhere to go.
Now I was gonna say let's go, but I don't know because you're gonna be wanting to do excursions, and I did enough excursions for the year. One of the things. What?
Excuse me, I got the COVID.
Wait. No, she don't.
When people cough, you think they got COVID.
I coughed the other day, and I was like, ooh, I still check myself when I cough, and I'm fully Oh, yeah, so since we've done this show, Kim and I have both been fully vaccinated. Baby, I did the Moderna. So let me tell y'all, when I tell y'all that second dose about took me out.
You and the rest of the damn country, that second dose is no joke.
I had a rash. I had body aches. I had joint pain. I was like so fatigued, but I was not sleepy. So literally the only thing I was doing was just laying in the bed. It was the most irritating thing to be that tired. But if I could have slept, then that would have been, oh, I just had a lazy day. I'm just literally laying in the bed. Like, I got the shot at 10 a.m. on a Friday. When I tell y'all the next day to walk down these steps and let Carmen out to use the bathroom, it took everything I had. Like, my joints were like that, Jess. And then, like, laying in the bed, like, I was literally just, like, aching. Like, I started to pull out my compression sleeves that I use, like, after I run. I was like, do I need some circulation? Like, because I remember I got the shot, and then I went to go get my car washed, and I remember sitting outside. It was, like, where they hand wash it. And I was like, whew. I was like, why I'm sweating so much? I was like, it ain't that hot out here. And then it dawned on me. I was like, girl, get your ass home because we about to have a situation. So I could not imagine what it feels like to have COVID for real and to have symptoms for more than 36 hours. And so it really made me appreciate and realize how selfish some of y'all are. I could not imagine being sicker than what I was, and especially not being sick enough where I needed to go to the hospital. It was, nope. Not pleasant at all.
Like now people are saying, like coming out and saying they had COVID. Like I was talking, I don't even remember who I was talking to, and they was like, yeah, I had COVID. I'm like, what? Y'all don't say anything. Like no one know. Like people suffer in, silence by themselves. So a lot of people, we don't even have had it, and you don't even know. Your friends and probably family that you're not so close to have had COVID. But I got the Johnson shot. The one shot.
Did you pass out?
No. And I got it before that whole blood clot situation happened. So let me tell you, the amount of texts I got with that article about the blood clots, like, I know y'all Droid people is behind the times, but on iPhones, we get these little news alerts from the news app. I knew that there was an issue with you think I didn't know? Do y'all think that I didn't know? I wanted to text all these mofos back like, I heard this 5 hours ago when you were still sleeping. I already read the news for the day. So thank you for letting me know that people were gonna, like, that 5 people got blood clots. 5 from the Johnson shot.
Is it still off the market, or did they let it back on?
They bring it back after a week, just like with the one in Europe, the AstraZeneca. It was like the same thing. Like something happens to more than a few people, they have to take it off the market and see. But 5 out of 600,000, they're not gonna stop administering the shot. But
I heard it's very potent, and that's the problem. So like the vaccine in of itself, and this is why y'all need to read, so y'all stop going around giving misinformation. It's not that the vaccine is bad, it's that it's very potent. That's why you only have to get one shot. So I heard that some people were throwing up, or that some people would pass out, which makes sense because it's a high concentration dose. But yeah, the rest of y'all, I don't even read what y'all talking about because you don't know what you talking about.
Like, don't send me no articles, okay? I get the news before you.
Did I even ask? I don't even think I asked, because
the few people that text me, they didn't send it to me on Facebook. They text me. Like, I don't even talk to y'all like that. But who
gave you my phone number?
Wait, but you saw my post, you didn't like it, but you seen it, right? You did like it.
Oh, she gonna go back to them lurkers. Remember episode 1?
You probably watched my video on YouTube, because I got a whole video about doing the shot. I got a lot of views.
Yeah, I have not done this in months.
You probably watched my video. You didn't like my post, but you could send me a text with an article that I already read hours before you even sent it. So thank you, but no thank you. Next time, don't send me no damn text. Because 5 people got blood clots. Like, go get the shot yourself. How about that? How about your little COVID having ass, go get the shot yourself? I ain't never had COVID. I ain't had COVID. I'm going to admit that to the world. If I did have COVID, I was asymptomatic, but I don't go no. Like, yeah, I take a couple of flights here and there. You might see me on a plane.
Kim sound like that time I was talking about y'all broke and complaining about Peloton.
But that gets on on my nerves. Like, people always want to be first to know something, right? They think they're first to
and y'all be acting like y'all have interns for Channel 9 News, internships for Channel 9 News. We
all get the same news. Like, you not telling me nothing I didn't already know. Thank you, but no thank you.
You know what y'all you just reminded me of? So, I am going to talk about this. And one of my friends was like, I think you should talk about this. Either you need to do it on the podcast when you resume blogging or you resume YouTube. So I'm going to talk about it as delicately as I can. So what Kim said reminded me of a thing. So we have not been doing the podcast because my mom became sick and I had to take care of her for a period of time. And unfortunately, she passed away. And so Kim, I don't even think I told you about this, on Mother's Day. And I said I'm going to talk about it delicately because I've done this. I've done it this year. And I feel like I should send a apology to everybody that I have done this to. And so, like, this is the first time I've lost somebody that was really, really close to me. Like, 2 of my grandparents have passed away. But, like, in a sense, you expect eventually that your grandparents will pass away. Because at the age Kim and I am, that means our grandparents have lived a long, life. But I have not realized that I have been sending messages to people that have been triggering. And I know I did it from the goodness of my heart. And I thought that I was being kind and gracious and considerate and empathetic. But do you know, on Mother's Day, I received 14 different messages from people that said things that I know today is going to be really hard for you.
What?
I'm thinking of you today.
I hope you didn't respond to them.
And I woke up on Mother's Day. So my mom's death was like totally unexpected. So she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer on February 28th. And by April 1st, she passed.
I didn't know you were going to talk about this.
I wasn't. We've been BSing the whole. And so on April 1st, she passed away. And so I knew it was stage 4, and I knew that it's not curable, but I really, really thought we had more time. I thought we were going to do chemo, radiation, and at least, stretch it out a little bit. So it was a big shock. And the reason I say I want to talk about it delicately is because I've sent messages like, sending love and light your way, baby. That's the message I love sending people. And I genuinely mean it. But I did not realize that I could be triggering people. So on Mother's Day, I woke up and I was in a good place. I was going to go to Alabama to see my sister, who is a mother of 4, and my grandmother is 83, and baby, she's still giving us hell. She still, as spunky as can be. And so I was in a good place, but like every time I got one of those messages, I had to mentally pull myself back to where I actually was, as opposed to where people thought that I was. I didn't wake up on Mother's Day sad. And I know some people struggle with grief differently. And some people do wake up on Mother's Day sad because they've lost their mother, or there are mothers who've lost their children, or there are people who want to be a mother and they either can't get pregnant or they've had a miscarriage, like whatever your situation is. But I have never known in all these years that I've been doing it that I was sending messages that could potentially be triggering to people. And like I said, I know people did it because if people did message me, then I would think nobody cared, right? And so it's a delicate line. Like if people didn't check on me or something like that, but I've never gotten one of these messages in a moment where I was crying or I was sad. They always come at like a happy time, and then they remind me of my loss.
Yeah. See, I don't send those kind of messages because I don't know how it would affect the other person. I've never thought about it. I just send them thinking I'm doing good. I got so many happy Mother's Day messages. I hate it. I hate it.
Why?
This is one of my pet peeves. It annoys me to know. Like I was in Cali that day too, right? And I told my best friend, I'm not answering none of these people because it gets on my nerves. It gets like the only people that I say Happy Mother's Day to is my mother. That's it.
Kim, get off.
That's it.
Yeah, the show's over. We're done.
Like, send Happy Mother's Day to your mother. That's it. That's the only person you got to wish Happy Mother's Day to. I'm not going through my whole. You know how many contacts I have? Do they even give you a number? Do they give you a number?
I wish they would. Like Facebook can tell you how many friends you got. I wish.
Okay, and at the end of the night, and I'm already on West Coast time, so I send a text out at the end of the night. It might have been the next day.
Waking people up.
And I just copied and paste thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody. The same. I wasn't going to respond. Like, y'all ain't got to send me Happy Mother's Day. Don't send me Happy Mother's Day. I hate it. Don't send me Happy New Year. Don't send me Merry Christmas. Don't send me Happy Easter. Don't send me shit.
Thanksgiving, Halloween. What about your birthday? Can they tell you happy birthday?
Oh God, just
if you God. Not even your birthday, Kim. Kim, go to sleep. You need a nap. You're hangry.
If you didn't talk to me all year, you ain't got to wish me a happy birthday. I let you off the hook. If we have not exchanged one message all year, if we have not texted, talked, seen each other, you ain't got to wish me happy birthday.
Sometimes you cross people's mind. They be like, man, it's her birthday. Karen, go to sleep.
Now, Father's Day is coming up.
And y'all, I was about to say the B word. Do not be on there telling yourself Happy Father's Day if you have a vagina. I can't stand when y'all do that.
I take care of this kid and my baby daddy ain't shit. So Happy Father's Day to me.
And it's something about like being and you probably notice this, your kids probably call your name 50 times to every one they call your husband. I don't really see people grieving as heavily on Father's Day as they do on Mother's Day, even if their fathers were big in their life. It's just something about your mama. What is it? I don't know. It's just something about your mama.
And don't worry, I ain't sending out one Happy Father's Day text. You ain't got to worry about that.
Y'all text Kim for her birthday because it's about to be her 40th this year. Don't listen to her. She's just hangry. She probably just ate, but she hangry. Let me tell
you something else that gets on my
Oh, Lord. What else, Kim?
You know when your birthday comes on Facebook and you get the happy birthdays? Mm-hmm. Me, being the considerate person that I am, I respond to every single happy birthday post. I don't just like it. I say thank you.
I used to until this year.
Because you got too many damn friends. See, I only have like 400 friends on Facebook. And only like 100 of them will say happy birthday, right?
1475. This year, I hearted every single... I had to get on my computer because, your phone are truncated. But I usually say thank you,
But some people, like, I stopped saying happy birthday to people because some people they just don't even like the post or nothing. Like, y'all dead to me. I'm not saying happy birthday to y'all no more. Look, there's some birthdays today. Let me see.
You know what I don't like? When I go to tell you happy birthday and you got 3 or 4 Facebook profiles because you keep getting locked out of them. And I don't know which one of you to tell happy birthday. Because all your profile pictures the same.
You can find the birthdays on here. It's gone.
It's hard. They make it hard now. But I went about a week ago. Barbie Shmurda has gotten out of prison since we've recorded this podcast. Mm-hmm. But I went through last week and I deleted friends that have multiple accounts and I got rid of like 75 friends.
Really?
I'm still friends with the last account that you posted to. But them other 3, 4, I had to literally sometimes I would tell even family members happy birthday 4 times on one day because I don't know which account is the one that you're not locked out of.
Okay, let me tell you because we getting old, right?
Well, yeah.
I interviewed people on my other podcast and the last 2 of them said nobody's on Facebook anymore. They said Facebook is for your parents.
The devil is a liar and Satan is busy. I rebuke that.
They are the generation below us. They said
how old are they? Like in their 20s?
They're in their 30s. Late 20s, 30s, early 30s. They said Facebook is done.
Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't have good credit yet. And y'all don't own no real estate. You can't tell me nothing about life. Y'all still going to Vegas.
But look, Facebook, I'm kind of over it too. I'm over it.
I like Facebook because that is how I keep in touch with people I actually know. So like if I went to high school with you, college, if we used to work together, Don't send me no
I agree
requests
with
and we
that,
still work
but
together.
it's like
and
Facebook doesn't even show people your posts anymore. Like, it is so annoying.
It doesn't. Instagram, that's like my fake. Instagram is more inclusive. I was about to say my fake friend. You know what I mean? Facebook, like, my rule used to be I wouldn't accept you if I have not actually met you in person. I was a little lenient on that when I became, like, more involved in running. But, like, even now since then, I went back and if I don't know you, I probably deleted you too. So Facebook, like, I probably actually for real, at least have met you once. Instagram is just Hunger Games out there in these streets.
I think I might have to do a little purge because I'm still under. I have 475 friends.
Yeah,
so I keep mine under 500. So once I get close to 500, I do a little purge.
Kim, stop being mean to these people. They won't be your friend. And they want to tell you Happy Mother's Day. People are nosy.
Y'all just want to be in people's business. Like, get out of here.
Y'all real
more
nosy.
You know what? I started posting my skating to my Facebook stories.
I haven't seen it.
So many people watch it. It's more people watch that than like my pictures.
So that's how we know y'all lurk.
Y'all, and I think a lot of people probably don't even know because they don't post stories that you can see that they watched your story. It's crazy. I be looking at these names like, who are you? I need to unfriend you.
Wait, Kim got to unfriending people. You want
watch post on Facebook stories and look how many people watch them damn stories that don't like your pictures.
I'm paranoid now.
We would like to thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Lay Twins Experience.
I think about this. You saw me. I was like, oh, you didn't tell me we was about to end it. But you know what? I just thought about it. Please be sure to follow us on all of the socials. We are La Twins Experience on Facebook and Instagram, as well as YouTube. And we are La Twins EXP on Twitter. We also have a Spotify playlist that Kim carefully curates for your listening pleasure. Does that sound familiar, y'all?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
Did I miss anything?
That's about it. That was a good one.
We back.
All right. We will catch y'all on the next one.
And I think I say bye.
Later. We's a hot mess. Hot girl summer coming up.
Hot girl summer. Let me see. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast so you'll never miss an episode.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please be sure to rate and or review the show. It would really help us out. Catch you next time.